Yo, what is up, everybody? Woo! I don't know how long I'm gonna last today. Yesterday really kind of took it out of me. Talking with you guys for whatever 4.5 hours, and today's actually going to be even longer. Big takeaways from yesterday. It looked like we went best player available, and one of them happened to be a position of need, and trade. I don't know, man. The wide receiver pick is still a little iffy for me. It is what it is. He's on the team now, but I'm just not sure about it. But let's see. He seems to be kind of a gadget do-all type of player. I don't know if we necessarily want to get one of those. One of the appeal of those gadget types of players is that you get them late in the draft. You don't spend a quality third-round pick on a player like that. So I'm still a little iffy about that. I'm looking for three main areas, maybe even four, in these 7 picks: defensive back, defensive line, linebacker, offensive line. If we can do something like that, I'll be good with it. How we doing, everybody? Good morning. There's only a couple of you on right now, but that's okay. Roger Goodell's going on and on right now, so whatever. Roger Goodell really knows how to take the air out of a room, huh? All right. Now we got a couple of things squared away here. All right. What's up? What's up, guys? We better draft more wide receivers. I don't think that's going to happen. Good morning. Good morning. Quindell Johnson, Anthony Bradford. Those are good picks. Yeah, Quindell Johnson, Hickman, Hallman, safeties. Phillips the third, DeJuan Jones, Ringo. There's a lot of good players available, man. Darius Rush, DeJuan Jones. I mean, guys, there's still a lot of good football players available. I know the wide receiver pick was a little bit of a head scratcher, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. There's still some, Henry Toto, Nick Herbig. I mean, there's players still available. Yeah, what's up, guys? Oof. All right. Okay, looks like we traded into pick 104, which is the second pick of the fourth round. I'm trying to get the London Raider. You need to stop. You need to stop right now. Stetson Bennett was a fringe prospect before he showed what a shit dick he was. Yeah, Stetson's not going to be a good pick. Yeah, so we're picking second now in the fourth round. We're picking 104. Ringo, 80-80, DeJuan Jones, Toe, Phillips III, Rush. Come on, girl. Go ahead and say what you got to say. Nick Saldiveri from Old Dominion. He was a tackle at Old Dominion. He's a good player, man. Big kid. He's over 6'6". He played tackle at Old Dominion. He's not going to play tackle in the pros. I don't think his footwork is good enough. He's gonna be a guard, but he's gonna be a big guard. Yeah, Voorhees is still there, man. Voorhees would be a good 7th round pick, I think. Stash him. He's a good player. He was going to be probably a 3rd round pick if he didn't blow his knee out. All right, guys, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? There's Ringo. There's DeJuan Jones. There's Toe. There's Phillips, Rush, Zavala, Hayner, Freeland. I mean, we'll see. I think we can get a quarterback later, but All right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Who's this? Who's this? Jakorian Bennett from Maryland. He's a good pick, man. Long, fast. Long and fast, bro. Long and fast. You got a fast man coverage. You know, he's got a nose for the ball. You know, physical, aggressive. Uh, Sir, someone's knocking on my door. Hold on a second. Just got my weed delivered. Yes, in California, you can get weed delivered to your door. It's pretty sweet. Look, we had these names in our mind, right? We had these names in our mind. We had, oh, the Ringo, Philip. Jakorian Bennett is a good pick. But listen, remember, it's all about what your flavor is at this point, right? There is no good or bad pick right now. You have to get on the field, but you look at the pick. Is it a pick of need? Yes. Did we get a cornerback? Yes. Is he a playmaker? Yes. Is he aggressive? Yes. Does he play good in man? Yes. Does he fit this system? Yes. Is he fast? Yes. Okay. He checks a lot of boxes. Okay. So you could argue because you wanted to argue about who we chose, but you can't argue the selection as far as fit, need, and position. I bet you the Eagles traded up for DeJuan Jones. What do you want to bet? Let's see what we got next here. The Eagles. Keely Ringo. Yeah. Another Georgia Bulldog going to Philadelphia. Our next pick is 144. What's up, guys? So, guys, look, the reason why I think we chose Bennett over Ringo is Bennett is a much better man-to-man coverage corner. Ringo can play man-to-man. He needs a lot of work. He's kind of stiff. He doesn't transition too well. He's not. You saw some clips, his highlights of his interceptions, but that's when one of the knocks on him is being able to finish plays. That's not a problem with Bennett. Bennett is a playmaker. God damn, Freeland's gone. I wanted that pick. There's still good offensive linemen left. Yeah, let me take a look. So we traded one of our 7th round picks, 174. So we traded 109 and 174 for 104 and 203. So we're still picking twice in the 6th and twice in the 7th. So we move up 5 spots and we fall back 29 spots. That's about right in that 6th round. All right, we don't draft again for a while, y'all. Okay, what do we think about the pick, guys? What do we think? What do we think, ladies and gentlemen? Damon Dustin. I don't think Ringo was better. I think Ringo had the height, weight, speed. You know, he ran like a 4.35 or something like that. But if you're looking for a corner, because we have Merrick, we got Epps, we still have. I really do think Polomau is going to be a player in this league. We have 3 safeties already. The bigger need is at corner. You can never have too many corners. For what we do, for the coverage and the defense that we play, Bennett was the better pick. Also, Ringo is a line of scrimmage type, blitzer type. We don't want to do a lot of blitzing, honestly. And then also, we don't do a lot of corner blitzes anyway. I honestly don't see Ringo playing corner very long, if at all. I think he's going to be more of a safety, which is fine, but I think there's still really good safeties that are actual safeties available. How is DeJuan Jones still available, man? Jalen Duncan is out there. Warren McClendon's still out there. Chandler Zavala is still out there. Braden Daniels is still out there. Anthony Bradford is still out there. Antonio Mafi is still out there. Andrew Voorhees is still out there. Jordan McFadden is still out there. John Gaines is still out there. My God, there's some good players still left available. Safety-wise, Antonio Johnson is still out there. J.L. Skinner, Christopher Smith, Jay Ward, Jamie Robinson. DeMarco Helms is still out there from Alabama. Ronnie Hickman, Ohio State, is still out there. Javarius Owens from Houston, who I really like, is still out there. Quindell Joseph is still out there. Rashad Torrance is still out there. Oh, there's some good players still out there, guys. Antonio Johnson, at his size, he's 6'2", about 200. You pack on about maybe 15, 20 pounds, and he can be a linebacker for you. He's that kind of player. Oh, Jake Andrews is all right. I like dude. Freaking Luke Whippler's still out there. Luke Whippler's a good player, man. There's good players out there, guys. Mateo, what? Why? We can argue the position and the value at 100, but what about the other picks make this draft so bad? Oof, Anthony Bradford to LSU is a good from to Seattle is a good pick. Bradford's a big boy, big boy. Lance, yeah, I think he does remind. He has a lot of Jacoby Ford in him. I think he's a little bit better in the return game than Jacoby. As good as Jacoby was, I think he's a little bit better in the return game. I also think he's better in the backfield too. You could do more things with Tucker. I mean, he could turn out to be a good player for us. I just am not sure about the pick, honestly. At the pick. Dylan Horton. Addie's still out there. Moro Ajomo's still out there. KJ Henry's still out there. Carl Brooks is still out there. There's better players out there, I think. All right, y'all. What do we got? Lance, Jacoby was not the reason why he disappeared is because he wasn't a great player. He was a niche player. I don't know, man. I think he was a good player. I think he was fast. I just think that he wasn't used properly, and because of that, his his value wasn't showcased to the rest of the NFL, and he just kind of went away. Omar, thank you for the $5 super chat. So this organization is a joke. Wide receiver and tight end when we need defense. Sanders was there, and the donkeys got him. Okay, so I understand your frustration, but we got on many people's boards, we got the best tight end available in the second round. Oh, Addie's gone. $80 to the Colts. Colts making some good picks, man. Freeland and now 80. Oof. It's a good pick for them. But look, getting back to this, Omar. We picked whatever anyone wants to tell you about Byron Young at the time. It came out that Byron Young, the one that we got out of Alabama, was shooting up draft boards, was really high on draft boards, and he wouldn't have been there the next pick. What we got is a stout, quick, short area quick defensive tackle with long arms who's going to be able to lock out and shed blocks. That's what we're looking for, and that's what we got. The wide receiver, that's a tough pick, but I think we made up for it with Jakorian Bennett. Jakorian Bennett is a smooth, quick, aggressive, man-to-man ball hawk. That's what we need in the secondary. What did we talk about? Touch the quarterback or touch the ball? That's what we've got in this draft. Have we not? We talked about that, right? Touch the quarterback, touch the ball. Didn't we talk about that earlier? Our 5 picks are that. Touch the quarterback, touch the ball. Super Omnicron. Like I said, Sanders was a middle inside, like a middle type of inline linebacker when he was with Alabama, and he just didn't perform well. That's why he transferred, because he wanted to get more playing time. And he transferred to Arkansas, and they made him more of an edge rusher. We just got an edge rusher. You don't use that premium pick on another edge rusher when you already have 3. Okay. As far as not drafting Simpson and drafting Byron Young instead, we'll have to see. Simpson is a really, really huge athlete. I think we need a little bit better coverage out of our linebackers because of the tight ends that are in the AFC West. But we'll see what we end up with. Lance, at arm length at defensive tackle is vital. If those interior offensive linemen can get their hands on you before you can get your hands on them, there's not much you're going to be able to do. It's not like you can just run around a guy at guard, okay? You have to get your arms and hands on these guys. And if you can lock out and your arms are longer than theirs, you're going to be able to push them to the side and see where the ball carrier is, or shuck them to the side. Arm length interior defensive line is big. I wouldn't necessarily call the Tucker pick stupid, because he could very well turn out to be a very explosive player, because he is an explosive player. But was it a little bit early? I think so. Let's see what we got. Guys, there's still a lot of really good offensive linemen out there. The Browns just got DeJuan Jones. That's a good pick. Thanks, man. It's, again, can you follow the logic? Can you follow the logic of the pick? We can argue player all day, and if you want to argue player, that's fine. I'll listen to what you have to say. Ooh, the Falcons picked up Clark Phillips the third. Clark Phillips is a good player, man. Yeah, James. Raiders indeed. It's a lot of corners available, guys. A lot of corners, a lot of offensive linemen, really good players still available. A couple of linebackers too. Hey, there's still top 5, top 8 linebackers still available from this class, inside linebackers. Johnny Hecker. Oh, Chandler Zavala is a great pickup, man. That guy's got to be hot with that fucking Panther mask on, dude. Okay, so we're getting towards the area where you're not going to expect these guys to be starters right away. These are going to be developmental players, okay? Where I talked about the 120 ish, 125, around there. Omnicron, we got there's guards available still. There's players available. Voorhees. Voorhees would probably be there a little bit later. Voorhees as a 6. We still got 6 picks, guys. Voorhees as a 6, as a developmental stash guy. Mm. Roshan Johnson's a good pick. He's a good player. Let's see. Voorhees could be available. Mateo83, thank you for the super chat, my good sir. I think Renfro will be traded soon. I hope they get some free agent help on defense. There's still guys out there. Great channel, man. Thanks for the coverage. Thank you, Mateo. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. The mustache quarterback, Aidan O'Connell. Farva. Yeah, we could get those guys later, man. Those guys will be in the 6th, 7th round. Those guys will be there. Yeah, man. Rush or Trice, bro. Yeah, that's cornerback, Rush or Trice. Pinoy, are you Filipino? Are you from the Philippines? One of my very good friends, still good friends of mine now, a couple of brothers. We used to hang out all the time, work out, go out, party. Um, their dad was hilarious, Filipino guy. Fuck, he's hilarious. And he was nice to everybody, but he hated Filipinos. He was Filipino and he hated other Filipinos. So I'm not making fun, but I'm doing a characterization, an imitation of their dad. So we went to this mall in like Garden Grove, California. If anyone knows Garden Grove, California, it's a very big Asian community, right? So there was this kind of a mall that just a lot of Asian shops. You think you can only find very specific things, right? So we're going and we're walking in with, it's me, my two buddies, their dad, and this guy walks up. Excuse me, sir, are you from the Philippines? It's like, yeah. They start talking, right? So he's giving them directions, and the guy's getting the directions all wrong. So he gives them the directions like 3 more times, and then he walks away shaking his head. Goddamn Filipinos! Oh God, it was hilarious. Last name was Castro, the Castro brothers, man. Love those guys, dude. Love those guys. Sounds like your uncle. Uncle, everyone's your uncle, bro. In the Philippines, everybody's your uncle. Excuse me, sir. It's all the time. So one of the brothers he still DJs now. He has an events company that he runs, and I would help him DJ and stuff like that. And we were playing music, right? And we were like just talking and laughing. And he comes out of the room. He's like, "God damn, you're making too much noise. I'm going to send you to the backyard." Oh God, fucking love that. I love that family, man. Every time I went over there, man, they had a spread. It was not anything small. Omicron, yeah, man, dude. Look, there's a lot of good players available. Brandon Joseph, Braden Daniels, Corey Trice, DTR. Okay, whatever. Henry 2020 is available. Uh, there's Javarius Owens, there's Hickman, Hallman, the safeties. There's good players available, man. Now, can these guys come up and make big plays? Sure, but you don't. You're looking at where you need help. Don't don't uh don't put these guys over previous players or previous picks just because they're new. Just because they're new doesn't mean they're better than players we already have, but we need depth. We need depth at corner, we need depth at linebacker, we need depth at offensive line, and we need depth in the secondary. Secondary, linebacker, offensive line. You never have too many pass rushers. Yeah. Thinking. Oh, yeah. Antonio Mafia, that's one of the guys that's out of UCLA. Yeah, he's available. Hell yeah, fried adobo. I love adobo, man. I eat everything. I eat a pig's ass if you cook it right. I'm not afraid of different types of foods, man. I eat damn near anything. You want chocolate covered ants, freaking scorpion. I eat all that. I eat everything, man. I'm a connoisseur. I'll try it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. Whatever. But I'll try it. Patriots got another offensive lineman. That's what the Patriots do, man. They stack up offensive linemen late in drafts, so they don't ever have to pay for them. They just develop their own guys. Colby Wooden's gone. I like Colby Wooden too out of Auburn. Colby Wooden's a good pick. Yeah, man, there's good players available right now. There's still a lot of good players available for depth that you can develop. The reason why teams like there's a reason why. That's the reason why teams like the Eagles seem to get really good players all the time, is because they don't have to draft anything specific. The best player that's there, they're just going to take them. So they always end up getting really good players. But how do you get there? You get there by filling gaps, by developing players. It's all about development. From here on out, look, we're almost at pick 120. From here on out, everything that we see is going to be about development. How do you develop these guys? What do they have? You're going to see flaws in these guys' games, right? But how do you develop? Can you develop? The reason why I didn't really want to go Ringo, you guys were pushing for Ringo, and that's fine, but I didn't really want to go there, is because you can't really teach how to have looser hips. That's just kind of how you move. It is what it is. There's good players still available out here, though. Pancit, Balot. I didn't like Balot, dude. I tried it, just didn't like it. Lumpia, though. I'll fuck up some Lumpia, though. Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like Bullet. I didn't like it. I tried it. It was just like, still feather in there and shit. Like, get that out of here. I didn't like it. I'm just Filipino at heart. I like Filipino girls, I'll tell you that. Filipino girls got some baddies. Jolly Bees, yeah, Lumpia. You gotta go to the hoods, the mom and pop spots for Lumpia, bro. That's some good shit. Ah, Braden Daniels. God damn. Braden Daniels is a good pick. Braden Daniels was a tackle at Utah, but he's going to end up playing guard. That's a good pick. Attaboy. That's what I like to hear. Hell yeah. If you know, hey, you know any in the area? Just kidding. Kind of. No, I'm just kidding. I'm happily dating. I'm in a relationship and I'm very happy. This chode. Yeah, man, that's right. Eagle Rock's a good spot. I'm really close to like the Westminster Garden Grove area. There's a big Filipino community there as well. Shamari Connors, he's a good player. I think he's a little bit of a reach. There was some better safeties available out there, but he's a good player. Ben, no. Good morning. We're not up for a little while. We still have about 25 picks left until we're up. Oh, nice. Yeah. Glendale with my Armenian brothers. Yeah, man. Federo, you got to watch out with those girls, man. They'll put 10 inches of cold steel in you quick. Why we always end up talking about food? I'm hungry. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. It's almost 10 o'clock. We're about an hour away from picking. We're about an hour away. We'll pick around 11. All right, so we have 1-5. We have 3-6s, 2 picks back to back, and 2-7s. What up, guys? How's it going? Welcome everyone who's just joined. I'm glad to see everybody. I was a little iffy if I was going to do this today, but what else am I going to do? Right, Federal? You got to watch out, bro. Bro, why you got to be doing that to me? I'm hungry. Thanks for having me join you guys watching this draft, man. Said good morning, my man. Ricks is available still. There's a lot of good players available, man. There's a lot of players that can really help your team. Maybe not start right away, but definitely develop. Rush probably won't be out there. Mm. There's Terrell Smith from Minnesota's out there. Trice is out there. I mean, there's good players, man. Carter Warren's a nice pick. Yeah, we got 24 picks left until so 23. Yeah, that's a good point, Lance. We're going to see a lot of players probably come off that were coached in the Senior Bowl that you were able to watch how they practice, how they prepare, how they interact with teammates, how they absorb coaching. Ventrell Miller's is he's a downhill linebacker. He's aggressive. Not going to help you too much in pass coverage. He's more of a heat seek missile type of guy. Another pick is in. Oh, John Gaines is off the board. He went to the Cardinals. Gaines over Mafi. Interesting. I thought Mafi was the better prospect, but whatever. Whatever your flavor is. Um. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal, brothers and sisters. If you want to play and you want to maximize in the Patrick Graham defense as a linebacker, you have to be able to cover deep. Again, yeah, Jack, kind of, I agree with you, man. There's a lot of good players available still. There's going to be something about these players as to why they're not drafted sooner, of course. But these guys are like developmental, maybe second year guys. Right now, I would, whatever the most impact a player can make, either either um either in the secondary at linebacker, offensive line, I'd probably go there. That's right. Are they players or players? I'll tell you something right now. Jakorian Bennett is a player. He is a player. Raiders Panoy, yeah. What do you think we're drafting next? I think that we're gonna go either again double up on the secondary, linebacker if a good one's available, or offensive line depth. Hell, one of these offensive linemen may fuck around and freaking start. Cameron Young, yeah. The reason why Cameron Young didn't go higher is because he doesn't offer much in pass rush. The Look, man, I wouldn't shit on undrafted free agents, man. The thing is a lot of times is you lose the forest because of the trees, man. And you're looking at specific players, boom, 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 and then maybe you have injuries. You need to, you got some guys that are maybe just internal stuff, and you're like, you know what? These are good players that are still available. Where would we have been without Masterson last year? Where would we have been without Polamalu last year? I mean, those are some good players, man. Those are some good players. Yeah, I call him DiBiase, Mohamed DiBiase. God, these commercials are awful. Let's see what else we got here. We need some hitters. Yep. Diabates be a nice pickup. Yeah, man. We need some aggressive players out here. Is what we need. D lineman, as in what? I mean, there's like some edge rushers available. There's some edge rushers available. I really like that kid Ramirez out of Eastern Michigan, not just because he went to the same school that Max went to, but he's a legitimate lightning. He's a piece of lightning, dude. That's what he is. Can we get that last lady in the suit that announces all the picks? What, the Karen with the little bob, like the little shoulder cut? Her? As far as the lineman, there's a Jomo out of Texas, KJ Henry out of Clemson. Yeah, Brooks out of Bowling Green. There's a lot of guys. There's some guys that look Gay out of LSU. Keandre Coburn's a good player. Yasir Abdullah, Louisville. Jose Ramirez is good. I like him. Nick Hampton, Remember Nick Hampton, Appalachian State? Sleeper. Andre Carter, the second out of Army. He's still available. RJ is in Vegas, I believe, for the UFC. I think he's in Vegas for the UFC today. RJ is traveling every weekend. RJ travels. The reason why I do all the solo shows, the live shows on the weekends, is because RJ is always traveling. Uh, at guard, there's Mafi's available. I like Mafi out of UCLA. Richards, he's good out of North Carolina. Voorhees is still there out of SC. McFadden out of Clemson. Yeah, I get you. Go up there, make the pick, walk off the stage. Get the next card, go up up front, make the pick, get off the stage. Let's see who the Aints picked. Ha! The Saints picked Jake Hayner. I think the Bennett can start right away. I can definitely see Wilson starting right away too. Yeah, look, the thing about Chandler Jones' contract and Chandler Jones himself, Chandler Jones, he was not physically right the first half of the year last year. People were whispering about him not practicing a lot, about him missing, taking a lot of time off during like OTAs and training camp and stuff. He wasn't physically right. He got healthier as the year went on, and he got better as the year went on. If you take his second half stats and you double them, that's a decent year. Oh, Stetson Bennett. Ooh. All right, guys. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to stick around until our next pick, and then I'm going to sign off. Uh, but I'm going to stick around for the next pick at 144. Okay. Eat what? Yeah, if you put Hayner's heart into Carr's body, then you might have something. That was a terrible pass. Stafford says he's healthy, but I don't see him playing too much longer, man. That neck injury is mm, nothing to play with, and that's a degenerative injury, so it's just going to keep getting worse. Viliami Falcoco out of San Jose State. That's a guy that I was looking at too. Whose injury? Stafford's injury. It's a neck injury. It's like a disc. Like it's like a vertebrae type of like a disc injury. Um, I mean, they patched up Peyton Manning just good enough to get on the field. He was a shell of himself um, his last season when they won the Super Bowl. That's probably what's going to end up happening to Stafford too. I don't know, man. I think 144 might be a little bit early for O'Connell. There's Clayton Tune. There's O'Connell. There's a couple guys still left out there. All right, what do we got here, guys? Yeah, man, Brandon Joseph is still out there. Raiders 75-28. Yeah, man, look, like I said, when you can develop players, right? When you can develop players, you get to a point where they are now where you just take the best player there. And regardless, you have good players everywhere, so you don't really have a ton of needs. You just keep getting better players. I think they got actually a 2025 pick. And I think they did a pick swap this year. Guareb, you're being very selective in what you're looking to focus on. You are not going to get perfect players. There's no perfect player outside of, let's say, the middle of round two. All these players have things they need to work on. But if you take a look at the scheme fit, whatever, man. You go ahead and be negative, Guareb. You do you, bro. Do you? Cool, man. Keep it up. I know where you're coming from, man. You're coming. You want certain things, and you think that you know best. So, all good, man. Do your thing. We're getting there. We're almost up. It's all right, man. Look, no one's gonna like. Again, you can argue players all day long, and if you want to argue, you'll have plenty of ammunition to argue the actual specific player. But you take a look at the position, you take a look at the scheme fit, you take a look at the attributes. Bennett's a good pick, man. There's still good quality out there in the secondary. There's still good quality out there in linebacker. There's still good quality out there on the offensive line. There's good players out there, man. I said it from the very beginning. If you guys remember from the very beginning when we started really talking about the draft, what are the depth positions? Secondary and offensive line. I said there's going to be a ton of them. There's a lot of good players out there. Oh, we traded up with New England. It looks like. All right, Guareb, I'll bite. What if we draft a linebacker or a defensive back or an offensive lineman, somebody that we need? So we traded 144 and 214 for 135. What I tell you guys, use those late picks to move up into get other picks. All right, we're up. Pick is in. What do you think, guys? Okay, here we go. Aidan O'Connell from Purdue. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. We got our Farva. I don't hate it, boys. Aidan O'Connell. Nice. Makes sense. Go up and get your guy. You want to develop this kid. You have Garoppolo for 2 years. Develop this kid. He's accurate passer. He's a good kid, man. Check out his stats. Check out his tape. He's a good player. This is a good player. We got Farva. He's a freaking, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. I can't wait for us to stop talking to fucking Roseman here and actually start talking about the pick. Oh yeah, I love freaking Aidan O'Connell, dude. Fucking Farva, yeah. I liked him and I liked Toon. Those are two of the guys that I talked about. O'Connell and Toon. Those two guys. Toon out of Houston. I think O'Connell is a little bit more accurate with the ball. He's really accurate in between the seams, which is where McDaniels wants to attack. So I'm good with this pick, man. We don't have a 5th round pick, but it's okay. We traded up and got 2 of our guys in the 4th. What I say, guys, 125-ish. Those are the kind of guys that you're looking for to get. The rest of these guys is just going to be filler. The rest of these guys that we get, the back-to-back picks in the 6th. We also get 2 picks in the 7th. Those are just going to be guys that are round out the roster guys. Hopefully, we get some guys that we can develop for the future at offensive line and in the secondary. But there's a lot of good offensive linemen and secondary players available still. Okay, so Guarab says it's a garbage pick because he's not beating Mahomes. So who at this pick would have beat Mahomes? I don't know. Quick release, accurate. He's a good player, man. He's a good player. All right, guys. We're all good here. So our next pick is in the 6th round. So we're chilling for the 5th. I'm going to sign off, guys. We didn't take a quarterback last year. He was an undrafted free agent. Cool, man. You feel how you feel. Nothing's going to be good enough until we're winning. But when we start winning, everything is great. All right, guys. Thanks very much. I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this draft and walk around and enjoy the day. Appreciate you guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Get the word out there for everyone. But I'm going to hit up do some quick videos on like our Instagram account and our Twitter account. So make sure to look out for that, guys. Okay. Until next time, guys. Enjoy the rest of the draft and peace.